O kurde, Harvest Golem, normalnie Westfall. Jakiś Eastern Plague Ones. To są te Tanzan Needles, nie? Dobra, może nie będziemy oglądać obrazków przez 10 minut. Tu jakieś przejście było? Dobra, kumam. No i co dalej? I boom, jest. Rating pending to teen. Next Chapter. Czyli jakaś duża zmiana w tym dodatku. A, tutaj bo chodziły takie plotki, że ma się Alians z Hordą połączyć. Tutaj było For the Alliance, For the Horde, a później For the Azeroth. Czyli co, faktycznie się połączyły?
Hi everyone, I'm John Haidt, General Manager for Warcraft, and with me today are my friends Ian Hazzikostas, who is the Game Director for World of Warcraft, and Holly Longdale, who leads up the production team for...
Chyba pozwolę sobie to skipnąć. Nie wiem, co oni tam gadają. Nakładam, że niczego super porywczego nie, więc przejdźmy do intra.
The world has been sundered. It cries out in pain. We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you, the Watchers. Let the land slumber, hidden even from our own eyes. You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then you must light the beacon of Tyrhold, lest the path home be lost to us forever.
Dobra, nic totalnie nie kumam, co tu się dzieje. Znaczy, wiem, że są Watcherzy i tak dalej, ale tak... No nie mogę powiedzieć, żeby to intro porywało. Co za rasa? Watchers. Czy ja dokładnie w sumie nie wiem, kim byli Watcherzy. Oni byli od tych 7 chyba, nie? Co tam? 7 czy 9? W sensie jakimiś strażnikami, a zero czy czymś takim? Co to, Alex Straza? Nie, chyba nie. A właśnie, Tytani, no, o nich chodziło. A nie, to Alex.
But her fate is yet uncertain. Together, we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again. Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
Bez bani. Najchujowsze intro, jakie widziałem w WoWie. To chyba gównianszego filmu jeszcze nie było.
Dragons!
Dragons!
This is so cool.
No one saw it coming.
No one saw it coming. Carefully kept secret. But seriously, I mean, what did we just see there?
The awakening of the Dragon Isles, the return of dragons, the dawn of a new age. We've seen Rathian searching for his father's legacy, searching for the Dragon Isles. There's a reason why he hasn't been able to find them until now.
The beacon going off, is that summoning the dragons?
It is removing the concealment that had hidden the Dragon Isles from the world, but also beckoning the dragons back urgently in a time of need.
To jest później zapowiada się ciekawie. Nowa rasa, nowe drzewko talentów.
I assume pretty good variety of locales within the Dragon Isles?
Yes, the Dragon Isles, as kind of standard for WoW expansion, consist of 5 zones, 4 standard leveling zones, and a new starter zone that we'll get to in a second.
Can you talk a little bit about how the team found ways to thread the dragon aspects throughout the environments?
The Dragon Isles are a place that is lush and primal, bursting with elemental energy. As Azeroth herself reawakens, those primal forces are expressed throughout the environment, whether it's magma activity, volcanic activity, whether it's the icy wastes of the Azure Span, and each one of those has a connection to a dragonflight that we've seen before. And it's going to be an amazing place for players to arrive at and explore.
All right, you know I'm going to ask.
Yes, okay, so...
Can I be a dragon?
Let's start getting into some features here and what Dragonflight means for you as well as just a place. So first off, yes, we have an all-new playable race, the Drakthir race.
Yeah.
This is a draconic race, but dragons in Warcraft have the ability to take on a humanoid form.
What classes can they be?
They have unique abilities as literally a dragon. That doesn't quite fit any of our existing classes. And so what we're doing is this is not just a new race, but it's also a new class. You know, adding a new race to World of Warcraft and not just an allied race is something that we don't do lightly, but telling this expansion, this story, so focused around dragons, felt like the perfect time for it. So if you are a Drakthir, you will be the Evoker class. Drakthir can only be Evokers, Evokers can only be Drakthir. And the reason why only a Drakthir could be an Evoker is that an Evoker is really combining the ability to call upon the magic of the different aspects with the unique physical gifts that a Drakthir has, the ability to actually take flight and do an Onyxia-style strafing deep breath over the battlefield, land on the other side, knock everyone back with a wing buffet, and then unleash your magical abilities.
Yes, please.
The Evoker has 2 specializations. They're a hybrid of either range DPS or healer. And they wear mail armor, We figured, with the new hero classes we've added over the years, we have enough melee, we don't need more of those. And also probably don't need any more leather wearers.
The raid leaders are going to love you for that.
Exactly. This is definitely a hero class. And so that means that, like the Death Knights before them or Demon Hunters, they will be starting level 58, and then they're going to have a new starter zone. So they're going to have a slightly different journey into the Dragon Isles as opposed to the rest of us that are sailing there from other parts of Azeroth.
Can you talk a little bit about the customizations? Like what is going to be able to identify my Dracthyr character?
Basically anything and everything. Skin color, hair color, jewelry, tattoos, other adornments. You can make this character the expression of your identity in Azeroth.
New zone.
Kurde, spora ta jednostka.
Yep.
New race. Well, tell us about some of the system updates or features.
So, of course, the new expansion brings with it, new systems, new features. I think in recent expansions, one of the things we've tended to do is really have these deep features that were closely tied to a specific expansion that would then get left behind as we moved on. And we've heard loud and clear from players that, it's kind of a bummer to start off every new expansion by leaving a large part of your character behind, by leaving a large part of your progression behind. So this time around, what we're doing is really pouring all of our energy into permanent revamps, overhauls, and improvements to World of Warcraft's core systems. Things like our progression systems, in this case, our talent system is something that we want to completely revamp. We want to take a look at our UI. We want to take a look at professions.
So with the talent revamp and the arrival of Classic, did you learn anything about how our talents work?
I think seeing a new generation of players play with those talents and work through those talent trees really underscored some of the things that, frankly, we lost when we shifted to the Mists of Pandaria style talents and beyond. A big piece of that was just the granularity, the feeling of getting a level and spending a point to customize your character to make yourself a bit better in some specific way, but also, that sense of hybridity that you
Co to znaczy afektowany entuzjazm?
could have. That's something that we've largely lost. And so the new talent system avoids directly pitting player power throughput choices directly against those sort of
Hodowlance się skończyły? Chyba da.
And we also understand that there's a lot of strength in the flexibility of the modern talent system to let players customize their talents for a particular encounter or for dungeons versus PvP, and we don't want to lose any of that.
So John, UI?
Oh my God. Yes, I got this 30-inch monitor trying to keep track of where I am on the map, all my buffs, and over here, what's going on in chat. It has literally made my eyes go like this. So,
and you're not alone in that. We've made a lot of incremental changes and additions over the years, but really this is a revamp, this is an overhaul. And so we're excited to really modernize the look and feel while staying true to the origins of World of Warcraft. At the same time, we're not looking to take away the sort of power user customization.
To jest, wiesz, film reżyserowany, gdzie nie grają aktorzy, tylko ludki, no to nie spodziewaj się jakiegoś entuzjazmu, nie wiadomo jakiego. Jak oni wiedzą, o czym będą mówić.
Add-ons are still there if you want them, but we want a much better default out-of-the-box experience for all players, new and old alike.
And can I reduce elements, remove elements? If I want to explore the world and see the beauty of Azeroth?
When it comes to specific elements, as much as possible, we want to let players choose what to show and what to hide so that they can control it themselves.
You mentioned professions. I have a critical question about this.
Go on.
Can I wear a chef's hat?
Yeah, I knew it.
Our approach to professions in Dragonflight is really all about delivering on fantasy and identity as a crafter. And so if you want to be a serious blacksmith, if you want to be a great leather worker, we want to deliver the ability to invest time and energy into that, become a master crafter, be able to make items that are in demand, interact with the community. One of the big pieces that we want to do to support that is a new work order system to have a bit more convenience than just spamming trade chat all day. But if you are someone, you're not yourself a blacksmith, but you have a bunch of mats and you want them forged into a great sword, you can put that work order up, list your mats, offer a commission, and a skilled blacksmith can come along and make you the weapon of your dreams.
I think we left out one thing, though.
Miedziane?
Be a Dracthyr, go to Dragon Isles. Can I have a dragon?
What's the fantasy of dragons, if not soaring over the lands? And so we're really excited to introduce a feature that we're calling dragon riding.
Ale to jest nachalne i tak debilne, że aż do wyżygu. Nie uważasz, że tak ciutkę przesadzasz? Co jest nachalne? To, że się uśmiechną? Debilne jest to, że w filmie się uśmiechną? Wiesz, nie zamierzam się z tobą kłócić, bo to oczywiście nie będzie miało żadnego sensu, ale na twoim miejscu zastanowiłbym się, czy nie jesteś przewrażliwiony albo zbyt negatywnie nastawiony do tego, co oglądasz.
It's dynamic with, everything from momentum to dive bombs, the ability to, just sort of build that speed up and feel the world rushing past you in a way that should be much more exciting than traditional flight that we've made available in the past, but that's also available for players through a customizable Dragon mount right from the start.
So this is a skill you learn over time, right, to become an awesome dragon rider?
Yes, you'll be able to sort of upgrade aspects of your flight, but you will have this new form of flight from the start. And the Dragon Companion that you have is, of course, very thoroughly customizable, which is a new thing.
Niektórzy hejtują Blizzarda już z zasady, nawet bez podstaw czy argumentów. No właśnie o to coś takiego mi chodzi, nie? Że w tym filmie nie ma niczego sobie jakoś gryzło w oczy i takie pierdolenie, no to jest takie hejtowanie, bo taka moda.
For us for mounts. This is not just a generic dragon that everyone has, but a drake that is yours. What do you want its scales to look like, horns, the shape of its head, other attachments, armor pieces, and more. Leveling zones, going to the all-new continent of the Dragon Isles, which consists of 5 zones, 4 standard leveling zones,
Nowy
and a new starter zone for our Drakthir class, as well as a range of systems
Welcome to the
revamps, such as a
family.
new talent
Dziękuję za subeczkę, witam w gronie subskryberów.
and an entirely fresh look at professions with more depth than ever before. Also getting around the Dragon Isles is going to come in the form of dragon riding, which lets you customize and upgrade your own mount so that you can fly in a sense from the start. And of course, as with any new expansion, we have a new set of dungeons, a raid, and much more to come.
We also have an alpha that will be starting up in the future.
Check out our website for more information and keep an eye out for those opt-in signups if you want to help us test out Dragonflight and give us even more feedback.
Nie lubię po prostu amerykańskiej korporatoryki. No i właśnie wiesz, to jest problem, nie? Bo ty nie oceniasz tego obiektywnie, czy subiektywnie, czy jakkolwiek inaczej, tylko nie lubisz czegoś, w związku z czym będziesz to hejtował bez tak naprawdę sensu i bez jakichś konkretnych powodów, argumentów, tylko po to, żeby to zhejtować. Jeżeli to ci się wydaje rozsądne i mądre, no to spoko, rób se tak, ale to takie założenia trochę głupie.
Back to make it better.
We do have a deep dive that follows this, so please stay around. Classic players, we haven't forgotten about you. You could probably guess where we're going to go next. One of the all-time favorite expansions for World of Warcraft. Let's watch the cinematic.
No to chwilę, to jest jakiś nowy cinematic?
My son, the day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name Arthas. When my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
Dobra, chętnie bym sobie to obejrzał i sobie to zrobię, ale to już nie będziemy tego dzisiaj oglądać. Nawet podoba mi się ten dodatek, ale tak szczerze powiedziawszy, to ten film jest, znaczy to intro jest tak z dupy, że kurwa, no chyba jestem przekonany, że to jest jak dla mnie najgorszy cinematic, jaki był kiedykolwiek zapowiadający dodatek. Jest tak mdły i tak nie budzi żadnych emocji, jak jeszcze żaden dotychczasowy. Wszystkie inne cinematiki, jak oglądałem, to miałem ciarki na plecach, mi przychodziły. Na pewno podstawki, nie wiem czy TBC i TBC i tego Wrath of the Lich King też. Natomiast to jest takie, idzie sobie jakiś Watcher, coś tam, nie działa, wchodzi se, smok przyleciał, bum. No nie wiem, dla mnie to było tak nudne, że ja pierdolę. Strasznie cukierkowe to intro. Cukierkowości nie stwierdziłem, nie mam mroczności, to prawda, ale cukierkowości nie stwierdziłem, natomiast nie ma tutaj niczego porywającego i ciekawego, i takiego, o kurwa, ale się jaram. Ale ten dodatek nawet całkiem fajnie wygląda. Ten smok, ta nowa klasa, te drzewka, UI, zmiana UI po 15 latach. Nie wiem, no nawet mi się tak chciało grać w to, więc całkiem spoczy, ale no intro do bani.